build upon what Mr. Schaus just indicated to you. We've had the 2 feedback loops at EPC for a number of years now. In July of 2012, Dr. Garrity was invited by the Economic Prosperity Stakeholder Committee to give a presentation to them on some of what EPC does. He committed at that point to have a joint meeting of our 2 feedback loops, plus a representative from the Economic Prosperity Stakeholder Committee. And I may mess that term up if I say it enough times. In addition to other citizens who came to EPC in a very lively, very lengthy, but very productive session in August. Staff put together a summary set of minutes and sent it to all the participants, and also staff put together a report, kind of like a food for thought report, to all the folks who attended that. We also sent it to you folks. And it had 4 subchapters to it, which I've listed on here, about the wetland history and wetland values, reasonable use, what that means with respect to the EPC's wetlands rule and basis of review, our zoning and land use roles currently and how they may change in the future, and what we at staff believe are our opportunities for improvement. We also provided them with a similar presentation that Chris Cooley gave you in October about our efforts in process mapping. They seemed like they were impressed by that effort. Now, concomitant to our efforts there, the Economic Prosperity Stakeholder Committee were still meeting and formulating their reports and their ideas and concepts. This afternoon you will see EPCs woven in and out of some of the recommendations, but there are 2 specific ones, numbers 26 and number 28, where EPC is mentioned specifically. EPC number 26, it talks about incentives for development interests to avoid wetlands, which is something, of course, that we promote actively. And there's some language in there that talks about EPC working with the county to try and get us away from having to work on projects that don't have wetlands or wetland impacts. And we are all for streamlining, we're all for trying to do the best we can up front early in the process, and we'll continue to work with the county staff to figure out how we can better do that up front. There's going to be some glitches in this as we go along, but we were committed to working with them on that. The second, number 28, gets to a couple of actually my 3 bullets there, actually the squares there. And that's related to the economic development area concept. We committed to, as you develop the EDAs, we will commit to trying to formulate a process to address those within our applicant's handbook so there won't be any kind of delay in EPC being able to lockstep with you and your county staff in the EDA process. We also committed to early identification of wetlands within these EDAs. Now, I do want to make sure you understand that we can't identify all the wetlands and all the EDAs at the same time. We don't have that kind of manpower, but if there's a prioritization for the EDAs, we can actually do a lot of that in-house. If indeed there's going to be a necessity to move all the EDAs up at the same time, then we're going to need some outside help. But we can do one at a time, and we can commit to getting it done probably 3 or 4 months per EDA. We also have committed to the priority permitting strategies that Jerry Campbell has been talking to you about on and off in the past year to be implemented within those EDAs. Other aspects that are indirectly related to what the Economic Prosperity Stakeholder Committee are dealing with, but which we've had in the works now, but we've just recently gotten really going on, are some technical memorandums and procedures that we've given to the county and work with them so that there are some projects that they used to send over to EPC that they don't need to send over to EPC. And so we have given them technical guidance for the staff here at the county on how they determine which ones to send over to us and which ones not. The most recent one was with respect to when to send over projects that haven't expired at that time. Now, we also, as you've already heard, we are regular attendees at your Tuesday and Wednesday morning pre-application meetings. And I think between these 2, the not sending over all projects that really don't have to on expired wetland lines and these pre-meetings, I expect we will probably save over 100 applicants who won't have to come to EPC that have come to EPC in the past.